Coming up on Fulton today, the county finds a new solution to ease overcrowding at the Rice Street Jail. We'll have details. And the nation's top health official makes a stop at the county government center. We'll tell you why. Fulton today is next.
From the Government Center in downtown Atlanta, you're watching Fulton Today with Shania Chavis.
Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. I'm Shania Chavis. The nation's Health and Human Services Secretary makes a stop right here at the Fulton County Government Center. Kathleen Sebelius was here to address the Affordable Care Act, a federal law that requires insurance options for millions of Americans. FGTV's Annalise Baker was at the press conference and has our story. Annalise?
Shania, the Secretary for Health and Human Services is on to the next state to talk about the Affordable Health Care Act and how people can sign up for health care starting on October the 1st.
We are certainly honored and feel privileged that of all the counties and all the locales that the Secretary of Health and Human Services could choose to come to, Kathleen Sebelius chose to come to Fulton County.
In an assembly hall filled with national and local media, the nation's Secretary of Health and Human Services came to discuss one thing, the Affordable Care Act. The law went into effect March 2010 and makes health care accessible to millions of uninsured Americans at an affordable rate, even if they have pre-existing conditions, unemployed or underemployed.
Most of those individuals will also qualify for some additional financial assistance. Since their employer isn't paying a share of their coverage, they will have an opportunity to take advantage of a federal subsidy to come into the health insurance marketplace.
With help from the federal government, Fulton County's elected and health officials are preparing to help residents understand the options available under the Affordable Care Act.
And we certainly are going to be being aggressive between now and October 1st in terms of having some sort of groundswell support here in Atlanta. We're also going to be advocating and letting the governor know that we want Medicaid expansion.
In addition to refusing to expand Medicaid insurance, the state has also opted against running the insurance exchanges. That will have to be done by the Department of Health and Human Services.
In the very near future, we will be announcing grants here in Fulton County, throughout the state of Georgia, throughout the country, for navigators, trained individuals who will come from community organizations who will be in place on the ground. So we'll have a variety of in-person assistance available in addition to the website and the call-in center.
Fulton County residents can log on to healthcare.gov or call 1-800-318-2596 to learn more about the Affordable Care Act. Though people can apply for the health insurance beginning October 1st, the insurance coverage won't begin until January 1st, 2014. Reporting from the Fulton County Government Center, I'm Annalise Baker for FGTV.
Thank you very much, Annalise. Meanwhile, the move is on to transfer nearly 300 inmates from the Fulton County Jail to the jail in Union City. Now, the Board of Commissioners approved this action as a part of an intergovernmental agreement to ease overcrowding at the Rice Street facility. Colonel Mark Adger is with the Fulton County Sheriff's Office. Sir, welcome back to Fulton Today.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Well, first things first, let's talk about this deal with Union City for the use of its jail.
When the Union City Jail Authority decided to close the South Fulton Municipal Regional Jail in June, I think we saw that as an opportunity to reopen the facility to help alleviate some of the population issues that we have here at the main Fulton County Jail. So working with Union City and the Jail Authority since June, we have managed to come up with a deal that's a win-win for both Fulton County and the citizens of Union City.
And sir, what's the inmate capacity at the South Fulton location?
Well, that facility was built to house approximately 325 inmates. The deal with Union City calls for us to use approximately 280 of the beds. We will reserve 40 beds for the use of Union City and their municipal inmates. And there might be a handful of beds in areas like the medical unit and an intake that we'll also be able to use. So we're hoping to use at a minimum 280 beds to house all of our female inmates that are in custody in the Fulton County Jail. That will enable us to get all the female inmates into beds, and none will be sleeping on sleeping devices on the floor.
And sir, explain to everybody why this agreement was so important.
Well, one of the things that's always been an issue with the courts and the plaintiffs' counsel is our ability to safely house inmates in the facility without overcrowding. The Union City facility will allow us to add additional bed spaces quickly. It will allow us to house all the females in one institution essentially and provide programs and services to them that's consistent with the consent order.
And talk about the next steps.
Well, after the agreement is signed, we're going to move our female population into the Union City Jail in 3 phases. The first phase will be enough females to get inmates off the floor here at the main jail. And then in a couple of more weeks, we'll move all of the female population from the main jail to Union City, which will allow us to start our lock replacement. And then in the 3rd phase, we'll begin intake operations down at Union City for county agencies working in South Fulton County and for Union City and other municipalities that are bringing inmates to the Fulton County Jail.
And finally, what will this facility now be called?
Right now, we're going to call it the Fulton County Jail South Annex.
All right, Colonel Mark Adger with the Fulton County Sheriff's Department. Always great information, sir. Thank you again for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Meanwhile, the Sheriff's Office put its emergency readiness to the test during an evacuation drill at the county jail.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
The exercise forced the evacuation of inmates at the Rice Street facility.
Let's go, guys. Y'all gotta move with urgency. Let's go.
Under heavy guard, the inmates were first taken to a holding area inside the jail to ensure everyone was accounted for. Then armed guards and canines led them to an awaiting bus where they were transferred to the Atlanta jail. A MARTA bus carrying medical staff and other staff following close behind. The Assistant Chief Jailer, Lieutenant Colonel Thaddeus Lee, says the exercise should get a high rating.
Well, the team certainly learned that practicing and rehearsing of these type drills elevate their level of confidence to deal with any unusual occurrence, such as a fire or smoke or any type of incident that occur within the institution here at the jail, that they feel very confident that they will be able to handle and execute it in a safe and secure manner.
The Sheriff's Office is required to conduct these Code Red mask evacuation drills each year. With all of the rain and mosquito activity this year, health officials again remind residents about the dangers and the threat of West Nile virus. Officials are advising residents to use preventative measures to deter mosquito growth in neighborhoods after mosquito samples in the county test positive for the West Nile virus.
The first thing we're doing is we're doing surveillance. So we've got 30 mosquito traps set up strategically throughout the county. We're pulling the mosquito samples off of those traps. We're sending them to the lab in Virginia. If they do come back positive for West Nile, we send for the mosquitoes for confirmation testing to the University of Georgia School of Veterinary Medicine. At that point in time, we take a half-mile radius around that positive site and we issue mosquito-related information for prevention for West Nile.
You can do your part to prevent the spread of the West Nile virus by limiting outdoor activity, particularly during dusk and dawn. Wear loose-fitting, long-sleeve shirts and pants during peak mosquito hours. Use insect repellent containing the chemical DEET. Get rid of standing water around your home. And make sure windows and screens are in good condition and fit tightly to keep out mosquitoes. You can get all of this information and more from Environmental Health Services. For the 3rd year in a row, the county's IT gurus take top honors at a national competition. The Information and Technology Department ranked 5th in the 2013 Digital County Survey for its effective use of technology. The department's latest effective use of technology is the Odyssey Case Management System. This system allows the county criminal justice community and the public access to court records and documents through a unified database. IT Director Ryan Fernandez highlighted some of the criteria for winning the award.
We've established a great foundation in terms of how we operate from a sort of underlying technology point of view. The future, I think, of the county is to, in all of the departments, is to leverage technology properly and efficiently.
Fulton commissioners accepted the award on behalf of the county during a NACO conference. NACO stands for the National Association of Counties. The IT department was presented with a proclamation during the Board of Commissioners meeting earlier this month. And still to come, a national empowerment tour makes a stop right here in the county. It's a part of our district by district coverage. Next.
You're watching Fulton Today.
A big Labor Day celebration is planned at the Wolf Creek Amphitheater, and Fulton commissioners lend their support for new initiatives at the Hooch. Here's this week's district by district coverage.
We begin with a joint resolution by Fulton County Commissioners to support the Chattahoochee Now nonprofit organization. The mission of Chattahoochee Now is to facilitate and promote the transformation of the Chattahoochee River into a dynamic corridor. The organization is working to offer citizens improved quality of life along the corridor through recreation, preservation, and community development initiatives. The Chattahoochee River flows through 5 cities and 4 counties. The Chattahoochee Now corridor now extends some 53 miles. In District 5, Vice Chair Emma I. Darnell hosts a town hall meeting about Fulton County taxes, The Real Story. The commissioner brought greetings to those in attendance at the Harry G. Darnell Senior Facility. The interim county manager, David Ware, provided information on the 2014 budget projections for Fulton County government. The vice chair wanted to provide an open forum for residents to get firsthand information on the true financials of the county.
I believe very, very strongly that the best decisions are made by elected officials when the people who they affect participate at the beginning and not at the end.
It was good because a lot of times we stay too high in the ivory tower, don't get down for the people who really pay the bills, who pay our salaries, who vote, and who've always voted. So I was very appreciative of having the opportunity to hear from them, what they think, what they want, and it's very important. It will direct our discussions, I can assure you.
Residents got information about taxpayer funding to MARTA, Grady, the justice system, the county jail, and more services. District 5 residents can get more information on both the county and vice chair's websites. District 6 Commissioner Joan Garner brings an official greeting at the Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, Transgender, LGBT Empowerment Conference in Atlanta. The conference, entitled Many Faces, One Dream, brought together resources to the LGBT small business owners and entrepreneurs.
I think this is a great effort on the part of the administration, the Obama administration, to reach out to a community that generally is discriminated against. There are laws in place that protect the lives of all of our citizens, but I think that this is a monumental move, and I think a way that will help to empower individuals.
The U.S. Small Business Administration and the National Black Justice Coalition are heading the Empowerment Conference tour. It will make a stop in 13 cities, including Chicago, Miami, and San Francisco. For more information, log on to www.nbjc.org. Another fun summer concert is planned in District 7 at the Wolf Creek Amphitheater. The Affordable Old School Concert Series continues Labor Day weekend with the Ladies Night Out show featuring R&B artists Case, Jagged Edge, Avant, and many more. The last concert featuring R&B artists Casey and JoJo and Drew Hill was a sellout and featured a surprise performance by Keith Sweat. The next concert is planned for September 7th.
The kind of entertainment that we've had has been what they call grown folks entertainment. It's been a positive thing in South Fulton County that we're doing so much. We've come so far.
The show will begin at 7 p.m. For more information, log on to www.wolfcreekamphitheater.com. With this week's District by District coverage, I'm Darrell Peak.
Thank you very much. When we come back, the latest in the fight to end the spread of HIV and AIDS. Stay with us.
You're watching Fulton Today.
Portions of the following segment are part of the Fulton County Common Ground Initiative. Common Ground, the county's comprehensive solution to the problem of health disparities in the community.
In this week's Common Ground Report, a look at Fulton Health Clinics as we mark National Health Centers Week. Now, Fulton serves over 145,000 clients at its health centers each year, and it has raised the bar when it comes to public health. FGTV's Lynn Vaughn has our story.
This is the granddaddy of them all, the Aldrich Health Center, located in downtown Atlanta, just across the street from Grady Memorial Hospital. State of the art when it opened in 1959, the Aldrich Health Center has since been eclipsed by its more modern, newer siblings.
3 regional health centers dot the county from top to bottom. In the center, Adamsville, newly constructed and opened in the summer of 2012. College Park Regional and North Fulton Regional in Alpharetta. There are common services such as immunizations, maternal and child health, WIC, child dental, communicable disease prevention and treatment, and the centers also have individual focuses based on the needs of the surrounding population. Medical Director Dr. Matthew McKenna explains the importance of community input.
Our approach to public health is really more and more becoming oriented towards engaging the community, bringing people into the decision making about enabling them to have communities that are healthy, that guide people to making healthy decisions.
The remaining health centers are Aldrich, headquarters of Environmental Health Services and Emergency Preparedness, the Center for Health and Rehabilitation, home of health promotion and health education. There's Lakewood in southeast Atlanta, the renovated Neighborhood Union with primary care services provided by West End Medical Centers Incorporated, and the North Fulton Service Center Health Center with primary care services provided by Grady Health Systems, and the one-of-a-kind 22-acre Oak Hill Child, Adolescent, and Family Center, designed and remodeled with only youngsters in mind. Dr. McKenna says Fulton centers are a whole new way to look at public health.
What we focus more and more on is what's called the population community level health sorts of services, going out and helping new moms learn how to take care of their babies. Working with people who have HIV or tuberculosis to get them treated, find out people that they may have exposed to the disease and get those people preventive therapy. We're much more in the community rather than being in the clinic waiting for people to come to us.
I'm Lynn Vaughn, FGTV.
Thank you very much, Lynn. The list of county health centers and a map showing their locations can be found on the web. Go to FultonCountyGAHealth.org. We'll talk about a novel approach in getting out the message about HIV and AIDS. Welcome to the Condom Bar. This is the latest tool in the county's HIV prevention program toolkit. Located in the Aldrich Health Center, the Condom Bar is stocked with brand name condoms, lubrication, and loads of information.
The goal is to allow folks to choose what they want and what they will use. Many times people are given condoms and they don't like them for whatever reason. They may think they're too small, they don't recognize the brand, and so the goal is to have condoms that our people who come in the clinic have actually told us that they want.
Luker says Health Services is pulling out all of the stops to bring down the high rate of infection in the county.
In Fulton County, or the city of Atlanta, we're also number 5 in the metropolitan area, so we have quite a number of HIV and AIDS patients or clients. What is also disturbing is that there are probably 1 in 5 people who don't know they're infected. And so that's a big number of people. So that's why we encourage you to come in and get tested to make sure that you know, are you positive, are you negative? If you're negative, then you can use condoms to stay negative and make sure you know your partner's status as well.
Everything provided at the Condom Bar is free. 3 more condom bars are in the works. They'll be located in the Ryan White Clinic at the Adamsville and College Park Regional Health Centers. We'll let you know when they come online. Is memory loss a sign of Alzheimer's, or is it just a normal sign of aging? That's a question on the minds of lots of people as our population ages. Those gathered at the Hateville Senior Center came for answers and to learn the distinction between Alzheimer's and dementia. They learned that normal forgetfulness is nothing like Alzheimer's.
Some of the warning signs that may indicate that you may have Alzheimer's is, for one, putting your keys in the refrigerator, putting shoes or items in odd places that it should not be. Other things is dress. You're getting dressed for work or just to have a social, or just dress, and you come out with one house shoe, one dress shoe, pajama top, and a dress pants, and you're ready to go. And that is not normal. So that may be a possibility that you may be having some symptoms of Alzheimer's.
And the seniors also learned the distinction between dementia and Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's disease is the most common form of dementia. It's a fatal disease. While there are reversible dementias, Alzheimer's disease is not. It's also the 6th leading cause of death as well.
This and presentations on many other subjects are available to community groups and organizations. To schedule a health topic presentation, call the Office of Community Education. The number is 404-613-4230, or you can visit FultonCountyGAHealth.org. And still to come, a classic fairy tale spinning laughter and fun at the Center for Puppetry Arts. Stay with us.
You're watching Fulton Today.
His name is hard to spell. He spins straw into gold, and now this legend has his own show. I'm talking about Rumpelstiltskin. This classic fairy tale is now playing at the Center for Puppetry Arts. Rumpelstiltskin is about a young princess who needs help spinning straw into gold, and in exchange has to guess Rumpelstiltskin's name in order to keep her firstborn child. This special adaptation features colorful, handcrafted marionettes that add to the lively production.
Well, this show is a lot of fun, especially at this time of year when the older kids are going back to school and little kids are home with their caregivers, and it's a really fun show for little kids all the way up through adults.
The show runs until September 8th. For more information, call the Center for Puppetry Arts or visit them online. Parents can also participate in the Create a Puppet workshop before or after the show. Fulton County is a proud supporter of the Center for Puppetry Arts. And finally, playing games could help some young women score big in life. When girls sign up for the Department of Parks and Recreation's free Girls Sports Camp, they learn more than how to play a new game. Experienced coaches and staff offer instructions in basketball, soccer, swimming, and tennis. At the Burdette Tennis Center, young ladies worked on their backhand and forehand, as well as patience and discipline. The same lessons that helped their coach, who participated in the camp when she was just a girl.
It helped me to get a scholarship to school because a lot of people don't have the opportunity. So, and because my parents weren't necessarily able to afford college, I was able to get a full tennis scholarship to Florida A&M. So it helped me tremendously. I started when I was 6, so I listened to the instructors and I did what I had to do, and I made it.
According to the Girl Scouts of America website, 83% of very active girls say that physical activity makes them feel good about themselves. Now, parents, if you want to register your daughter for the free Girls Sports Camp next spring, visit the county's website and click on the Parks and Recreation's link. The county also offers a free sports camp for boys. And before we go, our reminder that we'd like to hear from you about the stories and programs right here on FGTV. Go to our website to take a survey or email or call us. The number 404-612-8317. The email address is fgtv.feedback@fultoncountyga.gov. You can also follow us on twitter.com/FGTV, friend us on Facebook, and watch us on YouTube. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis. Thank you for joining us. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.